Salam, Namaste. So, in today's session, I'm going to talk about comparison. What is comparison? Why do we need to compare ourselves with others? Is comparing or comparison, is it a good habit, behavior, or virtue? Let's find out what exactly is comparison. Let me begin with this session with a story. Okay? Because I love, always, to understand the truth or the essence or the meaning, story is the best way to communicate. People understand it very easily. So let me start with the story. Some maybe few decades or a few centuries back, in an ashram, there was a guru, teacher, and master who was living there. A lot of people used to come and meet him to seek his guidance, his blessings. So once a warrior came there, very powerful guy. He has fought many battles and not many people know about him. He's a very strong person. So he heard about this guru, the master, and he thought, let me have a visit and see him. So he went there to the ashram, and when he stepped in, the moment he saw the guru, he was sitting there. There were many, people seeking his guidance and blessings. So the moment this warrior saw the guru, something started happening inside him. He was shaking, trembling, shivering. He didn't know what is happening. He felt so inferior. So he took some time and then approached the guru and he said, Guruji, Pranam, I just want to check with you. When I came, I was so confident. I was so confident in myself. But the moment I saw you, I don't know what's happening. I'm not feeling that confidence. I'm trembling. I'm shivering. Please, can you answer? Can you guide me? The Guruji said, my son, please wait. Please sit some time. Be there. Wait there. I'll definitely answer you. Let me finish with my people, okay? So the warrior went and sat in a corner. After some time, most of the disciples left, or the people left. The guru came and he said, come on, my friend, let's step out of the room. Let's go to the garden. So when they went to the garden, they saw, the Guruji asked, what do you see around? And the warrior said, when he saw a lot of plants, trees, plants with flowers, trees with fruits, and varieties of them. So the Guruji asked, you have seen, right? So many plants, trees, everything over here. How are they surviving? The warrior thought for some time. There were small plants, medium, big, fruit-bearing, flower-bearing, nothing, normal, grasses, everything was there. But how are they surviving? How are they growing? How are they yielding those fruits and flowers? So Guruji asked, tell me, answer why? The warrior said, because they do not compare one with each other. And Guruji said, so you got the answer? Why are you feeling low in confidence? So same way, as per that story, it is comparison. Comparison brings misery. it creates a complex within ourselves, an inferiority or a superiority complex. When you start comparing yourself with others or others with somebody else in terms of anything, money, your job, your education, your circumstances, your very existence. Even small things we do compare in our life. When we buy a house, still we compare. We buy a vehicle, a car, a bike, still we compare what we have or what we don't have with others. This keeps going on. And what does that affect? It affects us very badly. Comparison, it also, it mentions that it's like measuring your capabilities, your talent, and what you have. You're measuring with somebody else what you have or what you don't have. Why should you do that? Please understand. Every one of us are unique. We have our own capability, our own talent, our own ability. And we need to recognize that. Be happy with that. Be contented with that. When you start living with contentment, you live a happy and a peaceful life. The moment you start comparing what you don't have, you will always be miserable. Never you will find happiness in life. And let me caution that contentment doesn't mean complacency. Okay? Contentment means feel blessed what you have. Be grateful what you have. So once you feel grateful, feel blessed with what you have with you, you'll be happy. And you can perform better in corporate language, in your office. If you're a performer, be happy, but still you can keep performing, not by comparing with others. Don't ever compare, but what you can do is learn, understand what you can improve on yourself in terms of job or education or any even sporting activity, whatever it is. Learn as per your capacity, as per your talent, and improve upon that, but not by comparing one with others. And how do we stop this comparison? I would suggest, or I would say that we should start introspecting. Where does this comparison start? Let me tell you as a disclaimer, no harm to anybody. It's just that my view and my thoughts, what I'm going to say right now. The comparison started from the day we were a child. Our parents used to compare us, right? When they feed us, when mother gives you food or your grandma gives you food, what they say, see how the child over there is having the food, you don't eat well. Look at the way they are eating, that child is eating. Or in terms of studies, look at the way how your friends are studying. Everything started over there. From our house, the comparison started. You go to school, there again, the teachers compare one with other. You're good, you're bad, you're not studying, you're not good in sports. Look at that person, that student, that friend, guy. Go to office, there again comparison. Your managers compare your performance with one with other. So this comparison is already inherent in our very existence. which has to change. Please don't compare. Never do that. So it has to change. People who are listening to this, maybe you should try to imbibe this and understand this and start implementing in your family with your children. You should start with children always. Please don't compare your child with anyone else, anybody else. Understand each one of us are unique, and we do have our own talent and capability and ability. Nurture that, strengthen that, and live through that. Let me tell you, or let me share you one more story here. There was a crow who was happily living, very happy with his life. And once he saw a swan. So beautiful it was, white color. So he felt somewhat bad. I God, look at me, I'm looking black and this swan is so white. So he went to the swan and he told the swan, he asked the swan, my dear swan, I feel so low. Now when I look at you, you're so beautiful. What should I do? The swan looked at the crow and said, my dear crow, when I used to think that I'm the most beautiful bird, until I saw a parrot which has two colors. So I felt low. So I went and approached the parrot. So the crow again, he went to the parrot and he narrated what has happened. The parrot said, my dear crow, when I used to think that I am the most beautiful bird. But until I saw a peacock. It's more beautiful than me, with multiple colors. So the crow went to the peacock and he saw the peacock was in a zoo. There were a lot of people, admiring the peacock. So the crow waited until the zoo is closed and he went to the peacock and he narrated what has happened. And the crow told the peacock, my dear peacock, this is what has happened. You are the most beautiful bird in this world. You know what? The peacock told, my dear friend crow, even I used to think that I'm the most beautiful bird with multicolors, and people used to come and admire me. I feel so happy. I feel so proud. But then when I looked around the zoo, I understood one thing. There were a lot of other birds and animals being caged, but I couldn't see a single crow in the zoo. So I thought crow was the most happiest bird in this world. So what does the story imply? The moment you start comparing yourself with others, it only leads to misery, unhappiness. With this bird story, each one should be happy, contented in their life, in what they have. More important is be grateful. Be grateful with what you have. Be blessed with what you have. Do not compare yourself with anybody else. Never do that. You are what you are. God has blessed you with a talent, with capability, with ability, and with opportunities. How you convert that opportunities with you. Okay, that's a different subject, opportunity. Let me talk some other time. But as far as comparison is concerned, never do that. As I told you, it should start from your childhood. So your parents, the teachers, the entire society, we need to change our perception. The conditioning of this, this comparison has to stop. We need to recognize each one the way they are, respect the way they are, and you'll be happy in your life. So don't compare. Be grateful, be blessed with what you have and what you are. God bless you all. Thank you. Pranam.